So another day, another CG forum post about the Krayt Dragon raid. We're already off to a great start with this raid change. So they say, as we said yesterday, this was posted on May the 9th. They're talking about May the 8th. They're making adjustments to the reward boxes to front load more rewards for guilds. You'll get a larger quantity of tokens, especially Mark 1s and 2s. Those will be in the guild rewards as a whole. Those removed from individual milestones to the guild, just so that way whatever you do benefits the guild as a whole. Overall, the rewards have not been changed, just when and where you get them. The when and where annoys me, but we'll get to that in a second. We also reduced the amount of points required to reach each certain milestone box, which is really good. Thanks for the feedback, considering letting them know, blah 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 blah. So we'll go over here to the handy dandy little graphs they posted as a whole. So your total damage required for going forward from May to 10th onward will be substantially less than it was beforehand. I mean, yeah, you still need to do loads if you want to get past whatever personal milestone you're at. Like now, like I am at personal milestone 7. With the change, I'll be at 8, closer to 9. So that's pretty good, right? Well, yes and no, because even though these got substantially nerfed, these were changed slightly, but not a whole bunch. The first one, just 10 million damage, fine. 73 down to 17, that's pretty damn good. 94 down to 25, you're almost looking at a quarter of the difference, that's nice. 130 to 90, that's not much. And then 230 to 130, yada yada yada. Guild milestone 6, 7, 8 did not change at all. They didn't change at all in any of the rewards as well. Well, except for Mark 3s, but we'll get back to that in a second. So why am I saying the changes... What? Why did they say what? Why did they say it's bad waiting on the rewards? Well, let's look at the top part of this and we'll get back down. We'll go back and forth between us. So before... I actually did the math real quick over here on Discord. Where did it go? Let's see. Before, your personal rewards, just a Mark 1s alone, would net you a grand total of 4,215. Now you get 225. Where'd they all go? Well, they came down here to the reward pool for the guild, so now you have to wait 3 fucking days to get your Mark 1s. Great. So what about Mark 2s? Well, I didn't do the math on those, but those got all moved down to the guild rewards as well, because they stated so right here in a large quantity of tokens, especially Mark 1 and 2, have been moved from individual milestones to early guild milestones to allow players' efforts to better benefit their whole guild. Which, in one sense, they did, but at the same time, they just yoinked the rug out from underneath you from being able to get them and then use them immediately. You now have to wait 3 days for the damn raid to end, and then you get them. So Mark 3s, this is the biggest change of all, which is beneficial for everyone, because look at that, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, loads of zeros. It would take you to personal milestone 9 beforehand to start getting these Mark 3s, and even then you only get 100, and then it keeps dropping further up you go in damage. But now, as soon as you do damage, you get 20, and it keeps going up to whatever your max damage is right now. Because like I said, for my example, for me, I'm sitting at, I can actually pull it up right now. I'm sitting at 2.6 million damage, which is right above the 7th personal milestone. With the new change, I'll be actually a lot closer to the 9th milestone. So I'll be able to get a good chunk of, I say good chunk, be able to get a good chunk of the Mark 3s that are free without me having to push more teams up and all that. I'll have gotten basically all of the Mark 2s I can, and I gotta wait for the raid to end to get the better reward pool and all that. So, as a whole, personally, this is not, for the personal rewards, Mark 1 and Mark 2 nerfs are not good, because now you have to wait for your guild to do all the damage they can, and then you'll get the rewards. For the Mark 3s, this is good. Now onto the guild rewards as a whole. These are a bit of a mixed bag. Mostly because you're now having to wait on your guild to do damage and then see what you can do. See, my guild, we're at 151 right now, which puts us right in between the 4th and 5th reward boxes right now. This 151 would actually put us between the 5th and 6th once the changes go out on Wednesday the 10th. So we'd be getting 8200 Mark 1, 4800 Mark 2s, and we'd be getting 1400 Mark 3s, which beforehand, with the one we're getting right now, we're going to be only getting 1000 of the Mark 3s, same amount of Mark 2s and Mark 1s, so there's no big change there. I don't know. I mean, it's not bad. I'm not going to lie and say it's bad. It's not a horrible change. It is nice to see the damage requirements get substantially dropped for the first couple, because, you know, if your guild is slowly building up teams and all that for this raid, you weren't going to be getting a lot of rewards in the first place, like maybe 500. But now if you're able to do less than 94 million, you'd be getting about 500. But if you're doing over 94 million, you're getting 750. But if you're doing about that anyways, you'll be getting 1000 now, so there's that. So, I mean, these are good changes. Don't get me wrong. Do I agree with the fact that we have to now wait 3 days to get your Mark 1s and Mark 2s you took from the CG? And no, not in the slightest. Am I happy people can start getting Mark 3s from the moment they start posting damage? Well, yeah, because those are the rarest ones to get, and they're the ones that have the lowest cap on the space. So, well, space, I mean the ability to, you know, have them. So, overall, this is another good change for the raid. But I would also like to see the fleet currency, the credits, and random gear return, because yes, with these changes, sure, you might be able to get some more of these tokens and save them up to buy whatever gear you need from the store, but like, let's be completely honest. The good thing about the old raids was the fact that you could get free gear whenever someone was able just to do the raid by themselves, and your whole guild didn't have to worry about posting damage up and all that. So now we have to wait for the rotation of the store to give us the gear we want to farm, instead of just being able to get random gear and being like, oh, do I need it? Yes or no? And then they could do whatever with it. But those are just my thoughts on this change. Let me know what you think about it in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. I hope you have a good day.